Please start.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shandi, the school captain.
And I'm Suhani Gandhi, the Secretary of the Student Council.
And we welcome you to the first event of the Inter-House competitions for Day 2, Tell a Tale for Class 3. In this exciting event, participants will narrate a story with the help of props. We would like to welcome the judges, Mrs. Anuradha.
Good morning, everybody. All the best, do well, and eagerly waiting to hear all your interesting stories. All the best.
And Mrs. Pubali.
Good morning, everybody. Wish you all the very best for today's performance. Rock the show.
Thank you, judges.
Participants, please note the time limit for the event is 3 minutes. A short warning bell will be rung at the end of the 2-minute mark. And a long bell will be rung at the end of the 3 minutes, which means your time is up. If you do not stop before the long bell, you will be disqualified.
Good luck to all the participants. And without further ado, we present to you Tell a Tale. The first participant for today is Aryan A from 3A.
Good morning, everyone. I am Aryan A from 3A and I am from Venus House. Do you know who invented this bulb? Yes, you're right. It is none other than Thomas Alva Edison, one of the greatest inventors of the century. Today, I'm going to tell you a story about Thomas Alva Edison when he was a child. One day, Thomas Edison came home and gave a paper to his mother and said, "Teacher gave this paper to me and told only give it to your mother." His mother's eyes got tearful as she read the letter loud out to her child. "Your son is a genius. This school is too small for him. We won't let him attend the school anymore." Many years after, Edison's mother died. Edison had become one of the greatest inventors of the century. One day, he was going through an old coat. He found a folded letter in a drawer. He opened it. On the paper was written, "Your son is mentally ill. We won't let him come to school anymore." Edison cried for hours, and then he wrote in his diary, "Thomas Alva Edison was a mentally ill child whose mother turned him into a genius of the century. So I must tell a mother's love is eternal. So love her and take care of her." Thank you.
Thank you, Aryan. The next participant is Ishan Surya from class 3A.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. I am Ishan Surya from class 3A. Today, I am going to narrate a story from my favorite author, Sudhamurthy. The story is about how rice came on earth. Long time ago, mortals could walk on clouds and wander freely in heaven. A human called Madhav got curious about how gods lived in heaven. So one day, he walked on the clouds and reached heaven. There, he saw there were different gods who took care of different departments. Goddess Annapurna, the goddess goddess of rains fascinated him the most. She answered all his questions about God's agricultural practices and also fed him a grand meal. One of the ingredients was a soft white food that looked like a grain. It tasted divine when Mother ate it. When he asked about it, the goddess told it was called rice. All the gods ate it as it gave them lots of energy and mixed well with vegetables. The goddess also took Mother to the fields where they grew rice. She showed him how it was grown from sowing, replanting, harvesting, and finding family and friends to taste rice. But afraid to ask the goddess, Madhav stole 4 grains of it and hid it in his stomachs. Once back on earth, he planted them just as the goddess had explained. After harvesting, he offered some to the goddess. When the goddess came down to bless him, was furious to see the rice. Madhav apologized and told her that he wanted everyone on earth to taste rice. That's why he had stolen it. The goddess calmed down and told Madhav that from now on everyone can have rice, but as punishment, nobody will be allowed in heaven. This is the story of how rice came on earth. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishan. The next participant is Anvay Nayak from class 3B. Judges, please note, Anvay Nayak is not present with us here today. So the next participant will be Bhavit V from class 3B.
I'm going to tell you a story about the big story. Once a puppy went home on Sunday. There lived a mama pig. She had 3 little pigs named Tommy, Willie, and Jackie. And then day after day, these pigs ate and slept. Mama pig called to Tommy, the oldest thing. It's time for you to leave home. Learn to take care of yourself. And then he kissed Tommy in his snout and he left after morning breakfast and then he left. He didn't saw the fox was hiding in the bushes and then jumped right in front of him. Little pig, where are you going? I'm going to go to take care of myself and build myself a house. What are you going to use to build your house? My mama said to build it out of rocks and bricks. Don't build it out of rocks. A house of rock will mine down and mash you. Build yourself with corn stalks. And then, as Tommy was cooking his supper, he heard a sound. Go! That's the sound of a little pig being swallowed by a fox. Back up in the cave, the 2 pigs were eating and sleeping. Mama pig called to Willie. It's time for you to leave home. Don't take care of yourself. Mama pig loaded up Tommy one needed to learn to take care of himself. And then Tommy pig left. It's very hard to push a wheelbarrow for a pig. He didn't saw the fox was hiding in the bushes. And then he fox. And then little pig, where are you going? I'm going out into the world, learn to take care of myself. Little pig is too old to make houses out of. Build yourself with haystack. And Tommy went down the road and built a house out of haystack. As he was cooking his supper, he heard a sound. Go! That's the sound of a little pig being swallowed by a fox. Back up in the cave, Tommy and Jack and his mama
ate, and slept. Jackie said to his mama, "It's time for me to leave home, learn to take care of myself." And then, he left. You saw the long-toothed fox sneaking from tree to tree. "Hello, fox," said Jackie. "Little pig, where are you going?" "I'm going out into the world to learn to take care of myself." And then they will cover the sleep under the tree. They cover themselves with more leaf, and then Jackie built a fine little house out of rocks and bricks. And then Jackie Page built a fine little house for rocks and bricks. And then he put on a stove, and then put a big pot of beans, and then he leaned back to rest in his rocking chair.
Bhavit,
Yes.
Bhavit, your time is up. Thank you, Bhavit. The next participant is Advika Arun from class 3C.
Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to tell you the story of the painted sky. Hope you all enjoy. Once upon a time, there lived a little girl named Ritu. She lived with her mom. One day, she asked her mom if she could go to the park and play with her friends. Her mom said, "Okay, Ritu, you can, but be back before it's dark." So Ritu ran to the park to play with her friends. Her friends were already waiting. As soon as they started playing, it started raining. Ritu was so sad and went home. She told her mother. Her mother said, "Why don't you play in your room?" So Ritu started playing in her room. After a while, it stopped raining. So she went to the park again. But this time, she saw something beautiful and colorful in the sky. She shouted, "Someone has painted the sky." "Look, look." Her mom ran and peeped out of the window and shouted, "That's a rainbow." This, this, they both enjoyed the beautiful sight. This was the first time when Ritu saw a rainbow. This was an unforgettable memory for Ritu and her mom. Thank you.
Thank you, Advika. The next participant is Daksh BG from class 3C. Daksh, please start. It is your turn.
Yes. Ma'am.
Daksh, you can start.
I think he has network issue. He has dropped off. Can we proceed?
Okay. Yes. The next participant is G. Ketan from class 3A.
The Haunted House. Once upon a time, there lived a girl called Radha, and she liked playing in the afternoon a lot. So one day she was playing hide and seek with her friends in the park, and they were playing hide, and she was finding a hiding place. So she was finding, and she found a house. It was so scary. So she went in and she saw a door. So she went in the door, and there was a strange noises. And she fall down, and when she woke up she saw her friends and was telling, we you were why were you sleeping in the house? So she went to her home and told the story to her mother, and Radha never went in the to the haunted house. Thank you.
Thank you, Ketan. The next participant will be Hanvi P from class 3A. Judges, please note that Hanvi is not here today. The next participant will be Bhuvi Chetan from class 3B.
Good morning, my dear teachers and friends. Today I am going to tell the story about the value of zero. One day, a famous mathematician convened a meeting of numbers. All the numbers except zero came for the meeting. Zero was hiding in an unknown place. The mathematician ordered the numbers to go and find him. The numbers started finding for zero. At last, they found him hiding behind a tree. They caught hold of him and presented him before the mathematician. The mathematician called Zero to him and said, "Why were you hiding? Why were you scared to attend this meeting?" Zero started crying and said in a broken voice, "Sir, I am Zero. According to people, I have no value, and so no one respects me or cares for me. This hurts me a lot. And that's why I was inclined not to attend this meeting." The mathematician thought for a while and called the number 1 to stand in front of him. Then the mathematician asked Zero, "Tell me, Zero, what is the value of this number?" "1," replied Zero. Then the mathematician called Zero and asked him to stand to the right of 1. The mathematician asked all the other numbers, "What is the value of this number?" 10, 10, 10, replied all the numbers in unison. The mathematician called all the zeros and told them to stand to the right of 1, one after the other. As the number of zeros increased, the value of 1 also increased. That is to 100, 1,000, 10,000, a lakh, and so on. Zero understood the point made by the mathematician and was happy that the notion of the people that zero has no value was baseless and wrong. The moral of the story is thanks not only our own value and strength, but also that of the others. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhuvi. Judges, please note that the next participant will be Daksh BG from class 3C.
Hello everybody, I'm going to recite a story about
about power of 99. So one day there lived a rich man. He was very sad. Then then there was a farmer. Then there was a farmer called Muttuswami. Muttuswami.
Daksh, 1 minute. Can you please speak louder? We cannot hear you. Sorry to interrupt.
So one day there was a rich king called Kubera Swami. And one farmer called Muttuswami. Kubera Swami had lot of money, but he was very sad of his life. Muttuswami, he didn't have any money, but he was very happy with his life. And Kubera Swami's minister, he asked, uh, Kubera Swami asked the minister, why is the farmer so happy but he doesn't have any money? Then the minister told, because he is happy what he is doing. But the minister told, I have a plan to make him more sad. Then Kubera Swami and his minister and he took the coin. They both took the coins, but they put 99 coins here, and they went to Muttuswami. And they told that there is 100 coins in this bag. 100 coins in this bag. So he left Muttuswami and the coins here, and they both went to the court. Muttuswami started counting the coins. Muttuswami was searching for the one coin. He digged the whole farm, but he couldn't find the coin, one coin. Then he kept sad and he lost his sadness. So the moral of the story: money doesn't give you happiness. Happiness comes from within. Thank you.
Thank you, Daksh. The next participant will be Hemang Sai Pradhan from class 3B.
Good morning, teachers. Good morning, friends. And today I'm telling you a story about five little goats. Once upon a time, in a forest, five little goats were there, and with their mother. And there was a bad jackal. The jackal wanted to eat them, and their mother called them, come, little goats, eat. Breakfast is ready, and they ate up the breakfast. And the mother told, I'm going to bring some food. You be here. If someone knock there, don't open the door. And she went off, and the bad jackal came and knocked the door, and open the door, I'm your mom, I'm your mommy. And the jackal told, and the little goat said, hey, you're not our mommy, you're a bad jackal. And he went to the chalkpiece market and chalkpiece shop, and he ate some chalkpiece and came, and again he knocked, and they in the door little gaps in the bottom, little gaps were there. They saw it was black, and you're not our mommy, your foot is black. And again he went and he jumped into a bucket of chalk, and he knocked again, and they opened the door, and they ate the jackal ate all of the goats, but one little goat was hiding inside the clock. And when the mommy came, and the little goats told what was happened, and then mm, the ma, the go the ma, the mama gone to the where Jackal was slept, and she opened his stomach and take all the goats, and again she put a rock and she stitched, and the Jackal woke up, and he wanted to, and he told, "What is this? My stomach is, I'm feeling so so heavy," and he went to water to drink, and he fell down into the well. And thank you.
Thank you, Hemang. Suhani will now read out the rules for this event.
Okay, participants, please note the time limit is 3 minutes. Anyone exceeding the time limit will be disqualified. Reading from the script will invite disqualification. Gestures are permitted. Use of props is permitted. Use of slang and words from other languages is not permitted.
Thank you, Suhani. The next participant will be Esturi Amarnath Pramath from class 3C. Judges, please note that Esturi is absent today. The next participant will be Hridan Sayanath Yashagol from class 3C.
One second, Sean. I think EA Pramath is a student.
Okay. Sorry for that. Esturi is present with us here today. You can start.
Hi, I'm Pramath from class 3C. Today I would like to tell a story. The name of the story is Mango Tree and Tomato Plant versus Farmer and the Duck. Once upon a time, in a farm, there lived a mango tree, tomato plant, and a carrot plant. One day, they had a conversation. The mango tree said to tomato and carrot plant that you both are better because people will use you for each and every food. The tomato plant said to mango tree that I am just a fruit and you are the king of all fruits. The carrot plant said to mango and tomato plant that I stay inside the ground, although I manage all the insects eat me. One night when everyone was sleeping, the mango woke up because it felt thirsty. The roots gave it some water. It saw two ducks coming inside the farm. It thought it is the farmer and his friend who had come like this. They both had come to cut all the trees so that the farmer shouldn't get rich. He and his brother also had come. The first thug went behind the mango tree and the second thug was cutting the tomato plant. When the mango tree got angry, it ate the second thug and the first thug kicked the mango tree and the second thug was bit by the mango tree. They both ran away. Although they cut the tomato plant, they didn't see that the tomato plant had planted a seedling. The moral of the story is that everyone has their problems. We can find the solution in harmony. The second moral is that we must not be jealous about anyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Pramad. The next participant will be Hridan Sainath Yashogul from class 3C.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Riddle, and I am going to tell a story about the ant and the grasshopper. Once it was a beautiful spring day. A grasshopper was singing, dancing, and enjoying the spring day. Suddenly, an ant passed his way. The ant was a hard-working ant. With all the hard working and effort was taking a particle of grain home. The grasshopper said, instead of working all day, why don't you come and sit and talk to me? The ant was very intelligent. The ant said, I am gathering food for the rainy days. You should also do the same. What will you give your family to eat and stay during the rainy days? The grasshopper replied, I have lots of food right now. Why should I think of the rainy days? The ant was very intelligent. She did not pay any attention to what the grasshopper was saying. She gathered more and more food before the rains came. One day it suddenly started raining. The poor grasshopper did not have any food or place to stay. So the grasshopper went to the ant for help. The ant reminded him of what he had told earlier, but the ant was very helpful. She offered him some food and a place to stay. Moral of the story is, if you do not work at the time of working, later you will face difficulties. Thank you.
Thank you, Hridan. The next participant is Neetu Purnachandra Kuchangi from class 3A.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to tell a story about four friends. Once upon a time lived four friends. The four friends were a deer, a tortoise, a crow, and a mouse. Every day they used to meet under the banyan tree. One day the deer did not come at the usual time. The mouse told, Mouse told to the crow, dear crow, can you go and fly in the sky and see where deer is? The crow flew in the sky and saw that the deer was trapped in the hunter's net. And it returned back to the banyan tree and told its friends about the deer. The mouse told to the tortoise, you stay over here. I will go with the crow and cut the net of the hunters. The crow picked the mouse by its beak and took it to the spot. The mouse cut the net and the deer became free. By then, the tortoise had walked to the spot. The four friends were very happy, but by then the hunter had returned back. Seeing the hunter, the deer ran away, the mouse hid in a hole, and the crow flew away. But the tortoise was very slow. First, the hunter was shocked to see that the net was cut. Then he saw the tortoise and he thought that it's okay if I don't have a deer, at least I have a tortoise. He took the tortoise and tied it with a rope and took it in its back. And then the three friends made a plan to save the tortoise. The tortoise and the hunter was near a lake. The hunter saw a deer lying down. He left the tortoise and ran towards the deer. The mouse came and cut the rope and the tortoise jumped into the lake. Once the deer saw that the hunter was next to him, the deer ran away. The four friends again met in the banyan tree. They lived together forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Neetu. The next participant is Nischal Devang from class 3A.
Clever fish. Once upon a day, there lived a fisherman near the river. He went fishing every day and got lots of fish and sell it to the market and got lots of money. One day, the fisherman went near the river thinking that he's going to get lots of fish and lots of money. One day, fisherman went and sat near the river thinking that he's going to get lots of fish, and he put in the net so he can get some fish. And after a few while, he felt a rumble and a pulled. He pulled and pulled and pulled. And then he saw that it was only a tiny little fish. And the fish started talking. Oh, fisherman, please leave me, please, or I will die. Please leave me. But the fisherman didn't pay attention to the fish. But the fish told again, fisherman, I want to tell you something. If you let me go, I'll tell all my friends about you, and tomorrow I'll bring them near to you so we can get lots of fish. And the fisherman thought and told that, oh, that's not a bad deal. I will let this fish go. When I let this fish go, I'm going to get lots of money. And he let the fish go. And the fish went happily ever after. And then the fisherman came next day thinking that he's going to get lots of fish. But the fish didn't come to him, and he waited and waited. Oh no, what a fool I am, he told. This fish that fooled me. I shouldn't have let this fish go yesterday. And he told that, oh no, today I'm not going to get any fish. And the fisherman went, and the fish was going happily ever to the another shore to never return back to the shore because the fisherman will catch him again. So the moral of the story is that you should be very, very clever to face all the challenging events. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Nishchal. The next participant is Lasya M. Rao from 3B.
Hi, everyone. There lived a big king cobra in a dense forest. As usual, he fed on birds, eggs, lizards, frogs, and other small creatures. The whole night he hunted these small creatures, and when the day broke, he went into his hole to sleep. Gradually, he became fat, and fat grew to such a measure that it became
Lasya?
difficult for him to.
Lasya, sorry to
Yes.
interrupt. Can you please fix your camera? Can you put it down? We cannot see you. Yes, that's much better. Thank you. Please continue.
Hill. At the root of the tree it was impossible for the king cobra to put up with the ants. So he went to the ant hill and said, I am King Cobra, the king of this forest. I order you to live somewhere else. There were animals around. They began trembling around the king cobra. They started going all over him and started pinching, poking. Then after that, the king cobra died in a lot of pain.
Lasya, you're on mute. Please unmute yourself.
I think we shall proceed to the next student.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Lasya.
Yes.
The next participant is Niranjan P. from 3B.
Good morning, everyone. I am Niranjan from class 3B. I am going to tell a story about the lion and the mouse. One hot, sleepy afternoon, a little mouse was scurrying through the forest. He was in such a hurry to reach his dark and cool mouse hole. He didn't hear the rumbling snores or to see the toothy jaws ahead. And suddenly, bump! He ran straight into a sleeping lion. How dare you disturb me? Roared the lion, enraged to be woken. He fixed the mouse with a threatening eye. I should eat you up. I'm sorry, squeaked the mouse. If you let me go, I promise I will repay your kindness. Ha 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 ha, roared the lion. How could that tiny mouse help me, the king of the beasts? You have given me such a good laugh. I feel like being kind. Run along now before I change my mind. The little mouse didn't hesitate. Off he scampered and never looked back. A few months later, he was in the forest. He heard an angry, muffled roar. The lion, he thought, and it sounds like he is in trouble. He was right. The lion had fallen into a trap and was helplessly tangled in a thick net of ropes. Nimbly, the mouse climbed up and sank his teeth into the ropes. He nibbled and gnawed, nya, 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 until snap. Yes, the lion tumbled free. Thank you, sighed the lion, smiling down at the little mouse. You saved me. I was wrong to laugh at you. I see now even little friends can help. The moral of the story is little friends can be a great big help. Thank you.
Thank you, Niranjan. The next participant is Nivriti Udupa from 3C.
Hello everyone, my name is Nivriti Udupa from class 3C. I am going to be telling a story. The story's name is Andy Ant and the Three Grasshoppers. So let's begin. Once upon a time, in a jungle, there lived an ant named Andy. He was just strolling through the jungle when he saw a nice tasty piece of honeycomb. Let me take it back home and eat it with my family, thought Andy. And after hours and hours and hours of picking up the honeycomb, he still couldn't pick up. Then came three grasshoppers strolling along the way. Andy stopped them and said, "Hi friends, I am not able to pick up this nice tasty piece of honeycomb. Can you help me?" If the grasshoppers laughed. "Help you? Ha ha ha, like we would. The Andy told that, "No, but I tried. Anyways, asking help does not mean failure. It means refusing to fail. Giving up, that means failure." The grasshoppers learned a lesson and helped Andy take the honeycomb back home with him. And you know what they did? They ate it. So the moral of the story is Taking help does not mean failure. It just means refusing to fail. Giving up, that means failure. Thank you, friends. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Nivritri. The next participant is Rishabh R from class 3C.
Good morning, everyone. I am Rishabh from class 3C. Today, I am going to be narrating a story called Om the Gnome, the Chanting Comb, written by Trishala Jain. This is the story of a gnome named Om, who lived in a far-off place, not so far from here. On the morning of his birthday, Om put on his very best boots and got ready to explore the forest. To Om's surprise, Grandma Gnome was just waiting outside the door to give him a special birthday gift. A shiny comb inscribed with his name. The little delighted gnome hurried up back to his bedroom to try on his new treasure. When Om pulled the comb, it got caught. Ouch! Om yelled. He jumped and jumped. He turned around and around, but the comb would just not budge. The frustrated little gnome begged for an answer. The winds outside Om's window started to whirl and whoosh. It whistled a musical reply. Sweet Om, be calm. The answer is just right in front of you. The delighted little gnome took a deep breath and calmly pulled the comb out of his hair. Surprisingly, the comb budged and came out. Om looked at it closely where the answer was hidden. With a burst of light, the comb leapt into the air, flying out of his hands. The dazzling comb started to sing. You will be free of knots if you chant your own name. Om, Om, Om. You will be tangled free of knots if you chant Om with integrity. Om is made up of 3 separate sounds. Sits deep in your belly, rooting you down to the ground. Oh, is the love in your heart filling up your chest. Clears your head and brain best. Let's start now let's be my guest. Let's sit straight, sit tall. Now let's chant it together. Oh, When Om opened his eyes, he felt so free out of all the knots. Om tangled up top to bottom. Om replied to his magical comb. Thank you, my magical comb. Thank you, Grandma Gnome. With a knowing smile, Grandma Gnome watched Om drifted to sleep. Thank you.
Thank you, Rishabh. The next participant is RV Vidhatri from 3A.
Hi everybody, my name is RV Vidati and I am from 3A. I am going to tell a story about the hare and the tortoise. Once upon a time, in a jungle there were many animals. Among them were a hare and a tortoise. They were once arguing about who is faster. I am faster. No, I am faster. They argued and settled it with a race. When they started the race, the hare took a break, ate in the middle of the race. Meanwhile, the tortoise won the race. So, the moral of this story is slow and steady wins the race. But the story did not end here. As the hare was thinking about why it lost the race and realized that it was due to its carelessness, laziness,
and overconfidence. So the hare asked the tortoise for another race. The tortoise happily agreed, but this time the hare did not take a break and it won the race. But the tortoise lost. The tortoise felt a little disappointed and asked the hare for a swimming race. The hare agreed, but this time the hare had to come to the surface, take breath, and go back in. It was jumping at the surface, but the tortoise swam swiftly, steadily, and without a break, and hence the tortoise won. The moral of the story is that we should always race with our strengths, not our weakness. Thank you.
Thank you, Vidatri. The next participant is Shrestha MG from 3A.
Hi everyone, friends and teachers. Today I'm going to tell the story The Arab and the Missing Camel. Once upon a time, there lived an Arab with 10 camels. He used to ride them in the desert. One sunny day, in a water pool, all the camels were drinking water. The Arab did not get any water, and then the Arab was very tired, and he was counting if all the camels were there, but only he felt only one was missing. He counted again, there were 10 again. Then because his tiredness, he thought that there were 9, but there is 10. So again he rode the camels, and then he again counted them again and again. He felt 10 again. So he got in another pool. He found more water, and he could also get some water. And they went freely to their house. Thank you.
Thank you, Shrestha. The next participant is Pranavi M from class 3B.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pranavi. Today I'm going to tell you the story of the lion and the mouse. Once upon a time, there lived a lion. It was the king of the jungle. One day, after it ate its meal, it was tired, so it slept under the tree. After some time, a naughty mouse passed by. It saw the lion sleeping, so it wanted to jump on the lion's back. After some time, the lion woke up and asked, "Why are you jumping on my back?" The mouse said, "I just wanted to play with you." The lion said, "I'm going to eat you today." The mouse said, "No, lion, don't eat me. I'm going to promise you to help you when you're in trouble." Then the lion said, "Today is your lucky day. Go away." So the mouse went. After a few days, some hunters came to the forest. The lion was roaming around the forest. Suddenly, the hunters trapped the lion with the net. Then the lion roared, "Help me, help me." The mouse heard the lion roar, so it came to help the lion. It started to bite the net. Then it bit the net and freed the lion. Then the lion said, Thank you, mouse. From today, you are the prince of the jungle. So the mouse can live happily ever after. Thank you.
Thank you, Pranavi. The next participant is Prithvi Raj from class 3B. Judges, please note that Prithvi Raj is not here today. The next participant will be Samyak S. Deshpande from 3C.
Monkeys go fasting. A group of monkeys decide to go on a fast one day. Before we begin, I think we should keep the food ready, which will break the fast steady, suggested the old monkey chief. The monkeys nodded their heads in agreement. The youngsters were sent in search of food. They returned with huge hands of delicious-looking bananas. I think each one of us should keep our share of bananas with us before we begin our fast, so that we won't spend time distributing them when we break our fast. You can imagine how hungry we will all be by then, said the chief's wife. The monkeys liked the idea. They collected their share of bananas and they kept it with them. Why don't we peel one banana and keep it ready for eating it in the evening? Yes, let's do that, shouted the fat monkey in agreement. Just looking at the bananas was making him hungry. All right, said the monkey chief. We shall peel the bananas, but we should not eat them. Can I keep my banana in my mouth? I promise to not eat it till evening. Please, a little monkey asked his father. Why don't we all peel a banana? That way we can chew it immediately when we break our fast, said his father, who had agreed to go on the fast only because his wife had not given him a choice. As long as we don't eat it, should be fine, he added. So the monkeys peeled their bananas and carefully kept them for eating it in the evening. They peeled their banana and carefully kept them for eating it in the evening.
Thank you, Samyak. The next participant is Shreya RP from 3C.
Good morning, teachers and my dear friends. My name is Sriyati from 3C. I'm going to tell a story about Umar. He is my brother. Once upon a time, there was a small hill. A path went up the hill. It went through thick and lovely woods of pine and trees. People were climbing on the hill slowly and carefully. One day, when the sun shone high in the sky, many people were seen climbing up the hill slowly and carefully. A girl was also climbing the hill with them. Her name was Meena. She was 12 years old. She carried a small boy on her back. He was 4 years old. His hair was curly, his eyes were black, and his face was fresh as a morning dew. As the sunshine danced to the trees, Meena climbed the hill slowly and steadily. Meena was happy, the boy was happy. A man in the group looked at Meena. He felt sorry for her. He asked, "My child, why are you carrying a boy on your back? Don't you feel this load?" Meena looked at him in wonder. She could not understand him. The boy could not walk. She asked, "Lord, of course not. He is my brother." The moral of the story is our loved ones can do anything for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya. The next participant is Sriram Arun from class 3A.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sriram. I am from 3A. I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to narrate a story, The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. One day there was a tree, and she loved a little boy. And every day the boy would come, and he would climb up her trunk and swing from her branches and eat her apples. And they would play hide and go seek. And when he was tired, he would rest in her shade. And the boy loved the tree, and the tree was happy. But time went by. The boy grew older. The tree was often alone. And after a long time, the boy came back and the tree and the tree said, "Come, boy, come and climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and eat apples and play in my shade and be happy." And the boy said, "I'm too big to climb and swing from branches. I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money?" said the boy. The tree said, "I don't have money. I have only leaves and apples. You may pluck my apples and sell them in the city. Sell them in the city, and then you will be happy." And the boy did so, and he plucked the apples and sold them in the city. And after a long time, the boy came back, and he said, the tree said, "Come, boy," she whispered, "come and climb up my trunk and swing from my branches." The boy said, "I'm too old and sad to play," said the boy. I want a boat that will take me away, far away from here." The tree said, "I have no boat. You may cut off my trunk and make a boat and sail away." So,
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sriram. Judges, please note that Stuti R. Hegde from 3A is not here with us today. The next participant will be Ragni G. Prasad from class 3B.
Today I'm going to tell the end of in the small hut on the land lived Annabelle and her parents. Her father didn't have money to send her to high school, so she visited the dairy every day with her father. While her father made cheese, she fed the cows and buffaloes, played with the sheep and goat. Annabelle loved cheese. Once, Daddy, please teach me cheese. Her father laughed and said, "Sure, are you getting to make some for me as well? I will make the world's best cheese for you, Daddy," smiled Annabelle. Annabelle's father taught her how to form cheese. Annabelle became passionate about cooking and all things related to cheese. Although she could never attend school, she learned everything from her father and mother. Hands-on. Years gone by, Annabelle became a great chef and made planet famous blue cheese in her dairy. So the moral of the story is always make the most of what you've got. Thank you.
Thank you, Ragni. The next participant for today is Ritvik Sudev Bhatt from 3B.
Good morning, my dear friends and teachers. Today, I am going to tell you my own story which I have made. Once upon a time, there was a woodpecker which had laid some eggs in the nest. But in this universe, there are dinosaurs also. So one day, when the woodpecker flew to get food, this dinosaur came to the nest. But when the woodpecker saw from far that the dinosaur is going towards its nest, the woodpecker quickly came and guarded its nest. It said to the dinosaur, "What do you want and why do you want to eat my eggs?" The dinosaur said, "I do not want to eat your eggs. I want to be your friend." But the woodpecker said, "No, I am not falling for it. It may be a trap." So then the dinosaur went away. But one fine day, a huge, big, bad, rude dinosaur one huge dinosaur came. It came towards its nest. The woodpecker was so terrified it did not know what to do. Kept on looking. So, but then the small dinosaur came. It came to the woodpecker's rescue. It bit the big dinosaur's leg, and the big dinosaur collapsed. Then the woodpecker said, "I should have trusted you." That the dinosaur said, "Yes, I told you I only want to be a friend, not to hurt anybody." The end. And the moral of the story is, it is good to make lots of friends. Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you, Ritvik. The next participant is Tarang Nama from 3A.
It's story time. Want to know about a Brahmin, a thief, and a ghost? Hello everybody, my name is Tarang Nama. I am from class 3A, Venus House. Today I am going to tell you a story of the thief and the ghost. Once upon a time, there lived a Brahmin. That Brahmin had two cows. One was black and white and the other was brown. The two cows gave a lot of rich milk. So, one day a thief got tempted. The thief thought, the next night I'll go to the Brahmin's house and steal the two cows and then run off to a far village and sell the milk over there. That way I don't have to steal ever again. So the next night, the thief tipped up to the Brahmin's house. Suddenly, what happened? A green-looking somebody tapped him on the shoulder. He turns around to see who it is. A green-looking creature appears. The thief asks the creature, "Who are you?" The creature replies, "I am a ghost. Truly, who are you?" The thief says, "I am a thief. I want to steal the two Brahmin's cows," the thief said to the ghost. So then they both went to the Brahmin's house. The thief, they waited until the lamp was put out, and then the thief waited near the closed window to make sure everybody was asleep. So once the Brahmin was snoring, the thief said to the ghost, "I will steal the two cows first, then you can eat the Brahmin." The ghost said, "No, while you're stealing the cows, one may moo loudly, so I will go first." "No, I will go first. It's my turn first." They didn't realize what they were saying or doing. So the noise outside awakened the Brahmin. The Brahmin lit a lamp to open the door. So the thief and the ghost disappeared into the dark, never to be seen again. So the moral of the story is, if two people fight, the third person gets the benefit. Thank you.
Thank you, Tarang. The next participant is Viren Prashant Baluchki from class 3A.
Hello everyone, my name is Viren Prashant Baluchiki from class 3A. I'm going to narrate the story, The Treasure Island. Pete's Uncle Jim was the captain of a pirate ship, and he was sailing off to find some buried treasure. "How exciting," said Pete. "Can I come too?" Uncle Jim agreed. But the other pirates weren't very pleased to see Pete. They were sailing off for a very long. Then they're approaching, shouted a pirate, and Uncle Pete and Uncle Jim and Pete went side of the ship. The whale jumped and flashed Captain Jim from top to toe. The next day, Captain Jim was sick. He chose Pete as a new captain. Pete studied the map and steered the boat towards Treasure Island. Then we have found it, all cheered, and they got the treasure. Hooray! Thank you.
Thank you, Viren. The final participant for today is Samiksh Kantavar from 3B.
Hi everybody, I am Samik Kantava from 3B. I'm going to tell you the story of the salt merchant and the donkey. Once upon a time in a village, there lived a salt merchant. He had a donkey. Every day he was loading heavy loads of salt on the donkey's back. And he one and he was going to every village surrounding that village. And he one day while crossing a stream, the donkey fell and it fell in the stream. It slipped and fell in the stream, and the salt got dissolved. So the donkey got to know this trick and did it every day. And the salt merchant was undergoing losses. So one day, salt merchant got to know the trick and he put one day cottons. And again, as usual, the donkey fell and slipped in the stream, and the cotton sucked the water, and the donkey was very heavy. The load was very heavy for the donkey, but also the salt merchant didn't leave him. He made him walk all the day. So the donkey learned the lesson that he should not do like this, and even the salt merchant also put less load on his back. Thank you.
Thank you, Samiksh.
What a wonderful display. Thank you, participants, judges, and viewers who have tuned in to watch this event live through YouTube. The next event for the day will be Music Mashup for classes 8 to 10 from 12 p.m. Thank you.